getting ready to go do some laundry with you guys, and then I gotta hurry up here. I got some organizing to do. It is cold and windy out in Pennsylvania. So far, I took my dog to the vet today. I gotta go drop off a sample. Not to give too much detail, but yeah, but all is good with her. She's over 6 years old now. So, $500 later. Most of it was her prescription that she needs, which is like a fairly common prescription. I don't know why it's so expensive, but the prescription was almost $300. I don't know if there's like a cheaper alternative or what, but I'm glad that's only like once a year we do that. Because who can afford that? Like, my goodness. And I've been debating. Right now is open enrollment with my work. I think a lot of work places do open enrollment this time of year. I think when I used to work for Safelite, the auto glass company, they do open enrollment, I think, this time. But I've been debating whether or not I should get like pet insurance. So I asked my vet what they thought about it, and they were kind of like, they kind of told me to do the one vet said just do a high yield savings account. And the other vet said, they have it for like catastrophic. So I wanted to kind of figure out that, but I have to do that today because the open enrollment closes and I have to work the next couple days. Hello. Whoops. Real profesh up in this. Hello, what's up? I'm doing my laundry, so I'm gonna do this, and then I did work out today. It's been like a while. I'm good. How are you? And I always feel better when I'm like working out. So I did that today. Nothing crazy, just some like power walking, I guess, and a little bit of weights. You're sick? I feel for you. I'm just getting over being sick. It's this time of year. Like right when it starts turning cold, I feel like when all the germs go around. Unfortunately. Sometimes too when it starts getting hot out again, like anytime the seasons change from like cold to hot or hot to cold, that's what happens. More so when it goes to cold, but yeah. Even like I've noticed with my animals who had like autoimmune things or whatever, they would always get sick like this time of year. So it's not just like humans, it's animals too. Seem to get sick like now. I know that isn't any consolation, but lots of sickos out there, if that makes you feel any better. You are not alone. I dropped my daughter off at daycare because I had to take my dog to the vet, and I take her out to the dog park afterwards for like a treat, and I wanted to go through the insurance stuff, so I got to do that real quick when I'm done doing this. And then I got to go get her. And I wanted to get organized, which I still haven't done yet, but my cat got outside. I had to like chase after her. That was fun. Not. She thinks it's like a game. So annoying. She went into my neighbor's garage and I had to like go there, pick her up by the scruff of the neck and like yoink. They have like a big dog and I get nervous like one of these times when she runs over there. She ran out as I was shutting the garage door, which our garage door does have a safety mechanism to stop, but she literally had like all this crap in my hand from the vet or whatever, and she seized the opportunity. Well, I hope you feel better. I feel like all the colds and the flus, and I've been seeing people getting sick even, I think, since the beginning of October, maybe even a little earlier. So, and I was sick recently, so it's going around. I have so much stuff I need to list. That's a shirt I need to list. Doesn't fit anymore. I'm trying to send my daughter to preschool more because she's going to be in school all year round starting next year. So I'm trying to let go a little bit, but it's tough, man. I was on here the other day saying we were getting ready to go to the pumpkin patch. I'm so glad we did because now it's like freezing outside. And somebody at work told me that it was going to get freezing, so I'm glad. When we went, it was like a beautiful day out. It was like 65 degrees or something. And we went to this pumpkin patch place that's kind of like, it's in the hills. So this time of year, like just seeing all the leaves change and like surrounding you around the little hills is just so beautiful. I guess they even we were in Morgantown, and I guess like the farm we went to, their livestock, like unfortunately a few of the alpacas got eaten by coyotes recently. Because they get coyotes up in that like mountainous area. Terrible. We used to I didn't know we had coyotes out here, but I know in Arizona for sure. Like I had a friend and her kittens got eaten. Kittens or cat, I can't remember. One of the two got eaten by a coyote. Especially out in the more rural areas, but I remember seeing coyotes even in like Scottsdale and Paradise Valley a few times. Because we're encroaching on their land. But I'm just like, that's crazy, because you'd think coyotes are kind of smaller predators, but I guess if they're hungry enough or whatever. It was kind of like triggering for me being at that vet because we were in the same room where like, so this last winter we had to put our 2 cats down, and we were in the same room where I found out like my cat had cancer. So I'm like, oh God. But thankfully this time my dog is doing well. She's only 6, so She's doing good. And I even, like, when the vet told me she was due for an appointment, I'm like, are you sure? I thought we just came by. But I think I was thinking of all the visits I had to take my one cat to who had cancer. I think I was, like, mixing it up or whatever. Because they're like, no, she's definitely due. So I got her shots. Then we went to the dog park as a treat, but there was no other dogs there, I think because it's so windy and cold out today. But that was fine. I let her run around, like, even. I don't normally take her to the big dog area, but because nobody was there, I was like, sure, go explore. So she did. I got done all, like, my laundry yesterday. I was, like, on top of it yesterday with doing the laundry and dishes and, like, the litter box and this. But I have to get ready because I have to work the next couple days. I don't know if I have enough to, like, pack for my lunches, so I gotta do that. I recently got, well, I was telling you guys before, I have supplements for PCOS, and I think it is helping me. And so far, no bad side effects either. And I did get, like, this new sweetener that has 0 sugar. That I'm not a fan of. I would not purchase again, probably. Because I think that's been causing some of my stomach upset, along with, you know, having COVID and just whatever. I think that stuff might be causing some issues. So I would not buy that again. Plus, it wasn't, like, cheap either. I'll stick to my Splenda, Sweet and Low. Like, whatever. That stuff. Monk fruit. Alright. So, I think I have one more thing of laundry. Like, where's my other laundry? Unless... Yes, I know my skin looks terrible. But I'm trying not to mess with it, because the more I mess with it, the more it gets worse sometimes. I don't know. I thought I had more laundry to fold, unless... So weird. Hello. Look at my cute cat. Isn't she cute? Maybe that's all the laundry I have to do. I don't know. But anyways, I guess that was it. Anyways, the pumpkin patch was a lot of fun. I read online, like, reviews before we went, and some people were like, gave it a 1 star, but like I'm glad I just went because it was perfect. It was perfect for my daughter's age group, but there was also like teenagers there. There was all different ages, but they had a lot of stuff, and the one worker said if you go earlier, they have even more stuff to do for like her age group. But honestly, it was fine. We were there for like 4 hours at least, and she did like everything they had, and we were tired by the end of it, so that was fine. And they had food there too. I've only been to Morgantown to go to like the casino there a couple times. I've never been like, but they do have a lot of like antique shops. It kind of reminds me of Adamstown near here. Like a little bit touristy town. So it was cool. All the workers were really nice. I got pierogies, which is a Pennsylvania masterpiece. If you know, you know. My husband's still sick. I feel bad for him. Like, he wasn't as sick as I got from COVID, but he's been sicker longer. I'd rather be more sick, but get over it quick than like have an illness drag on and on. Because I've had that before and it stinks. I think he must have, you know what? I think he put away some of the laundry that I did. That's why there's less laundry than I thought I did. That's why, like, her pajamas are in, like, a weird place. I'm like, who did this? I think he did. Which is fine. I did vote in we just had elections here. I think, like, most places have elections around this time of year, too. So I think Arizona, when we went to visit Arizona, they had all these, you know, prop this, prop that. But it was weird. Like, Pennsylvania, they do so many. I feel like it's hard to vote in this state. It's a lot harder than it should be. Like, I get that they're trying to make sure people aren't voting fake, but they make it so hard for people who have ADHD or are just busy in general to vote. Like, my husband couldn't even vote. So in Arizona, when you sign up for mail-in voting or early mail-in ballot, you do it once and then they do it like indefinitely unless you change your mind. Pennsylvania, you have to sign up every year to renew that mail-in ballot. And I'm sorry, but some people are just too busy, like my husband, to do it every year. So he just didn't get to vote this year. And then I did the mail-in ballot, but I guess I didn't turn it in time because we've been so busy and been gone and sick and blah, blah, blah. So when I went to the ballot place, they made me undo everything. I'd already paid for postage. They made me get rid of that and start a whole new ballot. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like it was such a pain. Like Arizona, I don't think they ever made me do that. They just like took the mail-in ballot and they didn't make me have to redo it again. It's like they're trying to make it hard because I'm like, I don't remember who I voted for because Like, I research it, I vote, and then it's, like, out of my mind. Well, so then I had to take it, and I'm like, I hope, and I was getting over being sick, so I'm like, whatever. I did vote, but yeah, they really need to make the process a little bit easier. That's why, I feel like only, no offense, but I feel like the people who vote in Pennsylvania usually are a certain age demographic, because they make it really hard for people who are younger and have more things on their plate. They need to streamline that process for sure. I also just found out some unsettling things that have occurred in the news lately about somebody me and my husband used to know. I don't want to go into details, but we were both like, oh my goodness, very upsetting. It's somebody we used to know in Arizona, and I want to talk about it now, but eventually I might go into, but for the sake of the family and everything they've been going through right now, I don't want to. But deeply upsetting knowing that we knew this person, we knew both of them, and yeah, just crazy how things can change over the years. We've been gone 5 years from Arizona, and it's just crazy how things can evolve, either good or bad, over time. Just insane. And how you think you know a person, but then you're like, wow, I really did not, I guess. Did not. I continue to make sales, even though I'm not really posting. I did have another fragile item break, so I feel like I might stay away from fragile items more so in the future with reselling. I'm just kind of sick of that, and then you have to file a claim, and it can take so long. I don't know if they're gonna even deny my claim. And just such a headache for me and the customer, that I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna really be seeking out fragile items in the future for reselling. Too much of a liability. Whoops. It's kind of like the sugar that I got stuff. Kind of reminds me of, I got that Bloom stuff that's supposed to be so good for you or whatever. And it also irritates. I have to be careful because I have stomach problems. Just another fun thing for my genetics. So would not recommend Bloom, I think, either. But I still have one more packet to try, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. You have to be careful, my stomach girlies or stomach people, Anyways. Well, I think I'll be hopping off here just a sec. Oh, I got this from TikTok Shop and I've been wearing it like all the time. Isn't this cute? It's super cute. I think I got the large or extra large. I can't remember. But, and I've gotten compliments on it as well. It's a cute little sweater for this time of year, fall time. Okay. Anyways, if you like this live, don't forget to subscribe. I try to go on live pretty regularly. Hope you guys have a good it's not Tuesday, it's Monday, isn't it? And happy Veterans Day to all my veterans out there, like my husband. Veterans Day is coming up just around the corner. All right, bye guys.